So this is Disney's Romeo and Juliet.
Now.
Yeah, it is. Until they remake it exclusively on Disney+.
Yeah.
In live action.
With Paul Rudd or Tom Holland or something. Because they only know how to use 3 actors now.
Star-crossed apostrophe D lovers.
Star-crossed.
Whoa!
In fair Verona.
Wow!
With godly music. Right on to Christ, Capulet and Montague.
Oh my god.
Oh, what is this? Fucking taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3?
I should have taken more speed before watching this. Wow, this movie thinks it's way more epic than it currently is. How long is this intro?
About this long.
He has his own tattoo of his own last name on his own skin.
Wait, so Link from The Matrix is in this movie. That's good.
Ooh, you know what's pretty fucking tight?
This
Link?
movie.
Freeze frames with large text.
They look like Sublime.
I could not be checked out any harder.
I don't know why you're checked out. I'm checked right the fuck in.
But if you do something for you, I serve as good a man as you. No better.
Alright, so we've all seen Romeo plus Juliet, the play, in different versions, so I want to talk...
I've also seen this.
Yeah, I want to talk about this version specifically. Why, in all Shakespeare adaptations that don't take place in the Shakespeare time, do they keep the dialogue the same way?
Fucking Ben.
Why not update it to the time period you're taking place in?
Because a lot of people feel that the eloquence of Shakespeare comes from the dialogue.
Well, the eloquence of Shakespeare really conflicts with the tone and style of the movie.
I enjoy that it's ridiculous. I disagree that it's annoying.
The cartoon sound... Is this Encino Man, too?
Nickus, Brint, no!
They're right next to it. They're like 10 feet away.
Yeah, I know.
What?
So this is the best DiCaprio movie, right?
I agree.
I literally can't think of a worse DiCaprio movie.
Juliet was going to be played by Natalie Portman, who was 14. They replaced her because in any sort of romantic scene, it looked like Leonardo DiCaprio was molesting her.
Oh, goodness me.
Because she was 14 and he's
Yeah.
21.
That is fair.
In the original Romeo and Juliet, she was not above the age of 16, I don't think.
No, she
However-
was not. But
Yeah.
like,
Neither was Romeo.
dude, even the text on the signs is in Shakespearean Shoot Forth Thunder.
I actually don't like Shakespeare much at all. I think he's very overrated. Midsummer Night's Dream kind of slaps, but...
Much
besides
about
the point.
nothing's good.
I don't know who this movie's for.
Me.
Besides Mud.
Just
Who
Mudison.
wasn't alive when this movie came out.
Because is it for people who know and like Romeo and Juliet the play? Because it's not really like the play. But is it for people who like dumb action movies? Because they're talking in, like, King's English.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
Paul Rudd is pronouncing some of his T's, and then others are just being dropped.
The lady, widow of Utruvio, and her lovely niece.
Wow, that's very strange.
Local pedophile named TV Anchor. Pardon me, I'm just drowning myself in the bathtub because I don't want to be in this movie.
Wow, she also looks kind of 14, doesn't she?
Valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
I mean, marrying Paul Rudd's not the worst thing you could do.
So it's aimed towards kids?
Probably. I'd imagine. Leonardo
there's,
DiCaprio
like,
was like a teenage
gunfights.
heartthrob.
Well, it's not aimed for adults with all the weird cartoon effects and sped up footage and shit.
She looks like Katy Perry's Dark Horse. There's like a lot of like sex, drugs, and violence in this movie, so I'd say teenagers. It's like the 90s Suicide Squad.
I see that in the sense that it looks like a rainbow threw up on screen.
Is this what Romeo's spying on her? I'm pretty sure it might be.
Yeah.
That's Link, baby!
Yeah!
I love The Matrix 2. He's also the best character in this movie.
Yeah, he is.
Mud, do you have the remote lower it? a little
Yeah, I got you.
bit? The ideal volume. Oh, God.
That's fucking the best character.
I love him.
Tank replacement.
In bed asleep while they do dream things true.
They want to get rid of all the dreamers.
In the Heights.
Her chariot is an empty hazelnut.
This movie is an empty fucking hazelnut.
And then they dream of love. Or lawyer's fingers.
He pointed to the side, and then it cut to him pointing directly on.
Yeah, the movie's good, Mud.
It's almost like the editing is abysmal.
Mercutio's not in either of the houses, correct?
No, he's
He's
just
just his
a pal.
friend?
Yeah, he's just a chum.
Are they just taking the lines from Romeo plus Juliet
It's yeah.
and adding it in as text on screen?
I think it's like stage directions.
Yeah.
Yep. They tried to cast someone else before they decided on who they did, Claire Danes or whatever.
Wasn't it Kate Winslet?
It was, no. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Daphne from the Scooby-Doo movies. Ah, hello, 17-year-old.
Romeo and Juliet's, like, relationship in, like, almost every version of this story is very surface level.
Oh yeah.
Like, I never really buy
yeah.
that they're in love.
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to.
My girlfriend pitched me her theory that Romeo and Juliet's supposed to be a parody of like love stories, but over the years that has lost its meaning and has become it's now taken face value as like a serious.
How many love stories were there prior to Shakespeare writing this play, though?
I
A
mean,
ton.
yeah.
Of like
The
this similarity.
Well, the entire Odyssey is a love story about Odysseus trying to get back home to his wife.
That's not.
But it's not a love story.
No,
she
but-
means like these like tragedy plays about people who fall in love. But like super quick.
Didn't Homer write a few of those?
Sappy romantic tragic comedies were there prior to Romeo and Juliet.
Well, it's actually not super sappy. It was more fun. The play is supposed to be fun, quote quote.
What's fun about the play?
One of the things for me about Romeo and Juliet, and going to your point, I think Shakespeare was trying to make a point about the pairing off your youth and young love, because the 16 and 13 thing, back in the day, that was
Totally
standard.
okay.
That was standard. They're trying to set Juliet up with him because he's rich,
He's the
famous,
governor's
and he's
son.
a businessman.
The pairing off from like Shakespeare's time period was like literal, like she's chattel. Whereas in the 90s, it's more like, hey, we'd like you to marry this guy. And she could just be like, well, no.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the original play, not this.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that kind of feeds more into my point of like, they're not really adapting it very well at all because they're not changing enough elements where it fits the 90s period.
At this point, I'd say Paul Rudd's more attractive than Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's not true.
He's got a baby face, dude. Paul Rudd at least looks like he's like old.
They both look 12.
My unworthiest hand, this holy shrine, the gentle scent.
I'm so fucking hard right now, you wouldn't believe it.
I'm 16, you're 13, let's run away together. That's illegal.
16's the age of consent in some states, so.
Yes, but you also...
Oh, you have
That's
to be under
still-
18 for that, right? So
Yes.
yeah, no, still legal.
Trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
Don't give her your sin. The cops are gonna get called.
How many film adaptations of this movie have there been?
Oh, God.
Of this movie specifically, just the one.
Yeah, there's only one Romeo plus Juliet.
Of Romeo and Juliet! Just in general, dickhead.
Dude, Romeo plus Juliet. Finally get to watch this again.
Oh, God. What a horrible thought. It's the same fucking movie.
I will withdraw.
Who are you talking to?
The audience?
The one sitting around him? As
Who
he
are we
performs?
talking to?
That's a fair point.
Oh, Romeo. Wherefore art thou Romeo?
Right there.
Ah, she's got Abbott and Costello vision.
I'm going to explain the entire situation out loud and pronounce all my T's.
Romeo doff thy name. And for the
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's a weirdo.
Do you not just sense the fact that he's standing behind... What if she just punched him right in the penis?
He deserves that. I don't know. Are we giving Shakespeare more credit than he deserves by
Yes.
saying this is a parody?
There's no proof that Shakespeare made this a parody. It's
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
My girlfriend thinks it's a parody because it sucks.
That's a point of view that a lot of scholars have too. Like, we're not unsure, but like, I feel like he'd have to be hyper and meta aware of plays in that context in that time
At the
period.
very least, he can just read a bunch of plays and go, wow, these are all very similar.
Oh, the fucking chlorine. Oh, God.
We'll start with Rosaline.
Rosaline? My ghost.
Rosaline.
Who the fuck's Rosalind, that woman you wanted to marry? Nah, fuck her. Jesus in the background. It looks like Chris Pratt deep faking Heath Ledger.
Why then is my pump well flowered?
Oh, he just said his dick was big!
Will you come to your father's? We'll to dinner thither.
The freeway, sir. I mean, in 28 years of operating.
Yeah, he's always had the word blur together problem that we have on our show.
Oh, speak for yourself, dog.
Bruh, you do the same thing.
Sometimes. It's you.
You just did it!
What do you mean?
You just went, it's you.
Yeah,
That's what-
we all
it's
do
just
it.
you.
It's
Hold on.
natural. My point is, like, actors, when doing takes, like, they either need to edit that out.
No, they don't take a good take. Just take the first one.
Just first one, every single shot.
Other takes are hard.
And married.
No, just keep zooming in forever. Look at the kid in the back, top left. Look at his fucking, he's so fucking out of it.
That's because the priest just got done with him.
Yeah, they're all drained. My 80s businessman suit.
And then the 90s with the tie that's not even done up right.
Damn, this wedding was... They've met twice?
Yeah.
Fucking wow.
They've actually met once, but twice on the same day.
Why are they dressed like that?
He has gun strap,
Yeah.
I believe.
They all have gun straps.
But he's not wearing anything else except the gun strap?
Yeah.
He wants the
Shirtless
gun
gun strap.
Shirtless gun strap. Strapped directly to your chest.
Is the beach a best place for a gunfight?
Yes.
There's like a lot of people.
Wait, now they're dancing?
No,
No, they're squaring off.
They're spinning with their arms
Yeah,
out.
that's squaring
they're like,
off.
come on.
You've never been in a
Swing
fight?
first.
That's not how... You don't fight with your arms like Jesus Christ pose.
You have to T-pose.
T-pose,
so you're not.
Anakin gets his arms cut off.
If someone challenged me to a duel, I'd just shoot them. I know it's not honorable, but they'd turn around and I'd go bang right in the back of the head, and I'd be like, I won.
No! Holy directing. Close-ups and slowed down all the frames on half the shots.
I love the Scorpion King.
They have made worms meat of me. a plague on both your houses!
The freeway, sir. You sure? In 28 years of operating, I've never seen.
Technically, that plague does come true. Both of the heirs of the houses do die.
So there's like supernatural magic in this because that storm was not there 10 seconds ago.
Romeo, will I see you in heaven? No, dog, you're going to hell.
Yeah, you cross-dress. That's a sin. Mud, this is the worst pick you've had for Dealer's Choice.
I agree. I still actually like this movie.
What was the worst pick of Mud's before this?
Taking Pelham.
Oh no, this is
Never mind.
this is. Can you think of a better adaptation of Romeo and Juliet than this?
I'm gonna assume most of them.
Oh, that's a low bar.
I
dog.
disagree strongly.
This is shot in slow-mo. Why can't they shoot the rest of the slow scenes in slow-mo? Did they have a slow-mo camera for one day of shooting? Was this the day?
They had it for exactly one shot. Rapier.
It's a rapier. It's French.
It's more rapey than the other guns, is what Mud meant.
Yikes.
Hey, God, do I not like you guys?
I don't like you, Jake.
No, I'm backing you up, bro. You meant that.
No, that's not what I meant.
No, I'm
Put
with you,
words in
Bryce.
my
I
mouth.
support your words.
Dude, is this almost over? I'm bored already.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's like a half an hour left.
Sorry. But that's not almost over. That's a fourth of the movie.
Alright. Shit. There might actually be 40 minutes.
Bruh.
Even DiCaprio's not like saving this. Like he's not really wowing me. In every movie that he is in, he's usually like a standout piece. Like, wow, DiCaprio, man, fucking gutting it.
He's doing fine.
He feels like scenery.
It's just because of the dialogue. I don't think they actually have sex ever.
They don't.
Yeah.
Well, this is their third time meeting, or
Yeah.
fourth. Maybe.
They're already married, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna have sex right now.
No, they're not. Put that shirt back on, Leo. No, they're just making out. They can't have sex.
Are they?
yet.
They're just.
They're
Finger.
touching each other.
No, don't say what you were saying.
I was gonna say what
Stop.
I was gonna say.
They're
Stop.
fingering
Wait a
each-
minute. Fill my cup. Please stop talking. Oh, they definitely boned.
No.
No, they stripped naked and went to bed. Good night, honey.
Remember when Neo was like?
When he came in Trinity as he imagined her dying?
Yeah.
This is very similar. He woke up to Morningwood and imagined her cousin getting shot by him.
The cameraman's doing a great job framing it so we're not seeing anything.
The director came up and he was like, if you get even a fucking nipple in the shot, you're
If
fucking
you get
fired.
half a nippy in the shot, you're fired.
Not fired. You're arrested, chief. Yeah, put a camera in bed with a 16-year-old girl. That's not gonna look bad.
Oh my
Keep
god!
that arm exactly where it
a
is.
little too close, Leo.
More like a nanja.
Got him.
Oh, thou hast comforted me marvelous much.
I am fucking bored. The novelty of the movie is worn off, and now I'm just watching Romeo and Juliet, and I'm pissed.
See, I think what makes the movie remotely novel is the juxtaposition of this Shakespearean dialogue with a sublime music video.
Yeah.
But it's not a sublime music video anymore.
Now it's just Romeo and Juliet at the end. It decelerates your heart rate and puts you in like a mini coma, basically.
But Romeo misses the post-haste to let him know what's going on.
Yep.
It's just a
like blue raspberry.
huge misunderstanding. Okay.
Yes, the
Okay.
entire film is a misunderstanding.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the last half is just misunderstandings.
Yep.
That's why I fucking hate Shakespeare's work, because all of the time it's just, like, a very big misunderstanding.
Even Hamlet.
Even Hamlet's a giant fucking misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Well, I also don't like her initial plan. I think there are like a few better plans that she could have done.
I mean, the faking your own death plan's pretty sick.
it's not gonna work though. Like, it clearly didn't. But even if it went through,
Well,
like,
it does work in the fact of tricking her family, but it doesn't work because Romeo's dumb and didn't realize
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Like the post.
Well, because he didn't check his fucking mail.
Yep.
Yep, the post haste didn't go through. He was convinced by the thing. He didn't wait like 10 fucking minutes. Like it was this whole collection of things that like.
Because she
Yeah,
wakes
it's
up
just-
right after. If she doesn't wake up
In
right
this
after...
version, she wakes up as he drinks the poison.
Really?
Yeah.
That's even worse. A lot of Christian imagery.
Well,
yeah, it's a Christian play.
Yeah, but
Or, like, the church was big back then, is what I mean.
I'm surprised they're playing it up so much. Was there an event at this church that would have that many like light up crucifixes? Or
Yes,
is it just-
Juliet's
dying.
wake.
Oh, it's her. They set up the wake that fast?
Yeah, a day.
A day they have all these light up crucifixes?
Yeah, they keep him in the basement. And all these candles.
Oh my god.
There's
all
at least 6 candles.
Oh,
Dude, you might actually be cremating the body with all these fucking candles.
There's no one supervising the fire hazard.
One
There's all these
accident
candles.
and she's fucking dead.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
look at all
saying.
the lace around here. That's probably silk.
After he drinks the poison, and she wakes up, and they look each other in the eyes. You don't die immediately from poison.
He could have vomited
You
it
could
up.
have... Yeah, I was about to say.
I'd be like, put your fingers in my mouth.
All right, you can't wake up now? What about now?
Wake up at this point.
Right now.
Mud, are you serious that it's in the movie like as soon as he drinks it, she wakes up?
Yes.
Like while he's. That's.
Yeah.
It's basically the
Give it like 30 seconds.
It's
and
basically
happen.
the same in the play as well.
She's waking up!
She's literally moving.
She's probably breathing on him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's face level. And he's just monologuing.
Her eyes are moving. Her eyelids.
Leonardo DiCaprio needs glasses.
She just opened her.
She's awake!
Oh my god.
It like doesn't even enter his mouth. Goodbye, Dylan and/or Cole Sprouse.
And now I'm gonna die too. But
She shoots herself.
But then if he wakes up and brings her back to life with Force Heal, he'll die, and then she'll wake up.
And then
Force
her
Heal
mom
him.
will turn into a Force ghost.
To die out of the Force. Yo,
I know my score. I know my
that
score.
was the ugliest cry.
I know.
I also know my score.
Nothing else.
I know my score.
Nothing else that we can do to change my score.
No, I know my score.
Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious. They should have gotten Daphne.
Hot damn.
She said no. I wonder why. Does she shoot herself through the chest or in the head?
Open the head.
It's not a knife. It's a gun. You're
she
right.
stabbed
It's not
herself.
it's a sword.
That's not a lot of blood.
It's also not where she was aiming.
It also doesn't look like a bullet wound. It looks like a pimple that she just popped.
He accidentally popped her pimple, and they fell asleep.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh.
Got a flashback to every time they saw each other.
Who's remembering this though? Are the dead bodies remembering these scenes?
God.
Sorry. God's like, y'all bitches knew each other for 36 hours. Both of you. Straight to hell.
Not because you deserve it, just because I hate you and I don't want you in heaven.
Jack belongs in heaven, as opposed to these two.
He climbed across the gorge. What are you gonna do?
Sorry, he climbed across. Rules is rules.
Rules are rules.
What a much better movie than this one.
It's a 90s movie. It ends on a freeze frame. Alright, gentlemen. Oh, for fuck's sake.
God.
One
I
more
wanna
scene.
Give you my
One
fucking
more
score
scene.
already.
I actually like this because like all the oversaturation's been pulled out of the movie.
I also like it because the houses reconcile at this point, if I remember correctly.
I mean, what else are they gonna fucking do?
It's too late for the movie to be well shot and well color corrected at this point to save it.
So, Jake, you want to go first, or should I go first?
Oh my god, I have a lot to say. So why don't someone else go first?
I'm gonna give it a 1. Now,
Wow.
because, and hear me out. 1, I hate it. 2, Romeo and Juliet's awful. Like, so just because I don't like the source material, I'm obviously not gonna like the plot of the movie. The acting, Jake, you're pretty much right. I don't think DiCaprio did bad, but he didn't wow me either. No one really wowed me except Link. He's the best character in the film easily because he's overacting his heart out and having so much fun. That's great.
It reminds me of Colin Farrell in Daredevil.
Yeah, he's having a good time. He's not acting well, but it's fucking hilarious. So, in retrospect to that, there's a lot of novelty at the beginning of this movie. Yeah, it's goofy, it's fun, and then it wears off, and then there's almost an hour left, and you're like, oh my god, just stop. So, just off the novelty and like the fun, goofy aesthetic, I like that. I don't hate the color correction of the bright, annoying, like,
yeah, I also don't hate
because
it.
it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. But other than that, there's not much that I actually like. You know, there's a couple scenes where I'm like, oh, that's not the worst, and then there's the other scenes where it is. You can go.
Oh, all right.
What's your out of 10?
Jesus, 1. This is maybe like one of the my most hated versions of this play, and I hate the play. This specifically, though, has my same problem, and I've talked about this ad nauseum. I'm not going to address it too much, but if you're updating and adapting a play for a time period, you need to follow through on that. You can't just pay tribute to the source material, make everything exactly like the source material. It doesn't work. It's like why fucking when you adapt a comic book movie, you don't put them in spandex. You put them in regular clothes or a suit, or you explain it in the movie. Either way, you need to adapt the material, and I feel like they didn't. The changes that they made, I liked. I liked the post-haste being a post office. That's cool.
That's
a nice,
clever, yes.
Clever, fits the story, kind of funny, actually. If they had made literally everything else adapted like that, I may have given it more props. However, on top of that, this movie is equally as 90s as Encino Man, and it didn't take place on Earth, really. Not in any time period I've ever seen at all.
Yeah.
So the movie is very split on what it wants to be and what it's trying to be. If the movie isn't sure what it's trying to be, then why should I care as what the movie's trying to say?
It's understandable. And to give you the point of the adaptation, West Side Story is basically just Romeo and Juliet, but better in every single way.
I don't know. I can talk more, but I'm not just going to sit here and complain for 10 minutes, so... Mud, thoughts?
Like a 7?
Okay.
This movie just works for me. I don't know. I like it. Fucking tanks hard after Mercutio dies, but then it picks up in like the mad chase to Juliet's body. I don't know. I like it. Just works.
That's completely
I'm not
understandable.
going to defend it because I agree 100% with a lot of things you're saying.
Like you seem so cautious to defend it. Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
not defending it. No, you speedbagged this movie to death
I
with
did.
your complaints. I'm not going to defend it. I think a lot of this shouldn't work, but for me personally, it does.
Well, yeah,
and it's
'cause
entertaining enough.
Even if something doesn't work, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Unironically, I don't think this movie's bad. So
This is a Van Helsing
It's like
for him.
Green Lantern.
yeah, it's also except it can't be because this movie was better received critically than Speed Racer.
It was. Yeah, this movie was actually well received by anybody.
Yeah,
I'm shocked. Well, not that shocked, but I'm still surprised.
Yeah.
dude, in the '90s they were probably like, "This shit slaps."
I bet
They saw
like,
this movie and they were like, "This motherfucker's spitting."
This is what a movie means.
I bet like if those same critics watched it today, they'd be like, "Wow, this really doesn't hold up at all."
No.
Yeah, I agree.
I do not think it holds up at all.
It
Yeah.
ages like a rotten gallon of milk.
It ages like Juliet.
All right, well,
Jake.
all that out of the way.
No, Jake's time to pick a movie that he doesn't
Why are you
know.
dreading it? I haven't said anything about it.
Yeah, but you didn't say, oh yeah, that's a good one.
Jake, you've
I don't
recommended
want to.
superhero movie.
I know. I've recommended bangers, bitch. So like, you
Okay.
don't know what I'm gonna pick. Could be anything.
Hang on.
So, I don't remember a lot of the story, but I remember that this movie, to this day, has one of the greatest action scenes I have ever seen in a film. It has, I believe, 7 or 8 different titles depending on what country it released in.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
I think
But
so,
in
too.
America, it's called The Protector.
Oh,
So we're gonna watch
No idea what this is.
or Tom Young Goong, or Warrior King, or Thigh Dragon, or Revenge of the Warrior, or Honor of the Dragon.